Hey guys, welcome to 4Low Gear. In this video, we're going to be taking my Jeep TJ here, putting some lights on the front of it, wiring them up, and then we're going to give you a walk around of it because you haven't seen this yet, and I want to let you know what I've done to it and maybe some of the future plans with it. Let's get started. Oh, here's the old TJ. Sorry about the mess, it's been snowing here in Colorado a lot, so you're just going to have to ignore that and move on. So with this Jeep, suspension wise, it has a 2-inch puck lift in it. I bought it like that. I also bought it with these wheels and tires. They're 33s on 12.5. So I think when I get new tires for it or change the setup eventually, I'm gonna get a little skinnier of a tire just for the wheel bearing's sake. I put these little fender things on. They were just cheap on Amazon. I need to redo them because they faded after 4 seconds. For the power plant we got in here, it's a 4-liter straight 6. So yeah, you know, I'll show you under the hood when we do the lights because we're gonna have to wire them up. But yeah, I did a trip to Moab in it, and then I also put this on here, just a little roof rack. It came with the half doors. Eventually I do want to put full doors on it just because they leak sometimes and stuff. And speaking of leaks, inside you can see it still has carpet. We're going to change that here on the channel by probably raptor lining it, but she's a stick, which is always fun, the 6-speed. And then, yeah, pretty good shape interior. It's got about 128,000 miles on it. 10,000 of those have been mine. So, yeah, I've owned it for about a year. I put this hard top on it. It had a soft top on it, so I put this hard top on it just because I take longer camping trips and stuff, drive up to Wyoming sometimes. So, put that on there. You might notice that the spare tire is on the tailgate. I'm going to try and change that, because it's not good for the tailgate to have that heavy of a spare tire on there. So I'm gonna eventually get a bumper for it, but for now I might just have to get a little trailer hitch one thing that goes up and then puts the spare tire on there. But yeah, pretty solid little Jeep. No complaints with it so far. I put a aluminum 3-row radiator in there just for some extra cooling capacity, but other than that, I haven't done a whole lot to it, but I definitely plan on doing a few things to it, and I'll explain those. Alright, quick look under the hood here. The radiator I was talking about. There's the trusty old 4-liter. Now you might notice something here in this engine. It doesn't have AC, and that's a problem for me because heat. And you might be saying, dude, what are you doing? Just take the top off. Well, no, because I have to park it outside quite a bit, and so I just really don't want to take the top off. And I could do the half doors, but sometimes they're just a hassle. I'd like to just have AC, and there's companies that actually do it, so I'm probably going to look into that too. Anyways, here's this. Somebody before me put in the stupid intake. I don't like it. I wish it wasn't here, but it is, unfortunately. I do need to clean this, and there will be a full service video of this Jeep coming out, because I'm going to service the diffs, the transfer case, transmission, clean the air filter, do all that. Probably not the coolant or oil. I changed the oil not even 1,000 miles ago. And the radiator, I changed the coolant when I replaced it, but that I need to clean it. It needs new boots here and here. This one's really cracked up and bad. So yeah, we're gonna try and do that. And then also this throws a check engine light every once in a while. I think it's because of this MAF sensor. I think it's because something with this intake, I'm pretty sure, because it doesn't run poorly or anything. It's the only thing I can think of. So during that video, I'll probably also clean that and see if that fixes it. But if it doesn't, I might just chalk it up to being this intake. I'm not sure. But if you have any clue why it's getting a lean code, let me know. Just to show you guys real quick, these are the lights I'm going to be using. The Ultra 5-inch series. And then they have the running lights in them. I got the amber ones here. But yeah, they should be pretty easy. It just comes with a little wiring kit here that's pretty much seems to be mostly plug and play. And then over on the Jeep here, I already have this mount, so it should be pretty easy to mount up. And then I figure I'm probably just going to run the wiring straight through the grill here. But should be pretty easy. I can probably just run it down this little channel in here. But yeah, we'll get the hood open and then we'll keep looking. Alright, so first things first is we're going to go ahead and unbox this. Here's a bundle of wires that I don't know what to do with yet. Looks pretty simple. There's just a relay, inline fuse, switches, and plugs for the lights. So yeah, and then here's the light plugs. So should be pretty simple of an install. Alright, so next things fourth, we need to go ahead and get these mounted up, which are the mounts for the lights if you didn't get that. Okay. And I'm just going to loosely mount these because we're going to have to go through the process of aiming them. So I'm just going to kind of loosely mount them to where we can just put the lights on there for wiring purposes and whatnot. So we've got a heater hitting my back right now. It feels really good because it's 4 degrees outside. Just kidding, it's like 30 maybe. It was like 4 this weekend though. Love Colorado. Alright, so this wiring is super simple. Basically, what we have here is the relay, which I think I'm going to bolt down here to the fender. We have this fuse, the battery connectors, and then it goes to light wiring, and this is for the switch. So that'll run across, and then the relay is going to go down here, batteries are going to come up here, and then the lights are going to go to the lights. I mean, I feel like you could have connected those dots. Come on. Anyways, so yeah, we're just going to, probably the first thing I'm going to do is put this relay up because that's the thing that stays still, so I can kind of run everything off of there. And yeah, should be pretty easy. Alright, so I got the relay in real quick. I just didn't show it because it was in a weird spot and it was kind of hard to show. But yeah, all I did was just put a self-tapper in. It's in there now. So what I'm going to do, there's going to be a big connector that comes into this relay, 2 connectors that come off here, and then this wire is going to go across, and then there's a little grommet I'm going to push it through in the dash, and then I'll show that. And then I don't know quite where I want to run the light wires yet. I'm thinking either under this, through here, and then down there. But I don't know if they'll fit, so I might have to go over here and down, but I don't know if I want it that close to the radiator, so I might have to kind of play with it and see. But yeah, we'll see what we can figure out with this. Alright, so I'm going to put the wiring in now. I'm glad this kit is this easy because I hate wiring. Okay, so that's going to be the switch inside. And we're gonna go ahead and figure out where to run that. Throw it over there for now. Okay, light wiring. And I will zip tie this up too. I'll make it look nice, okay? Just relax. We're in the beginning stages here. We got positive and negative. And then it's a Jeep thing, so the battery has two different size nuts for this. Okay, so come off. So the first thing you're going to want to do is tighten your battery terminals. And then maybe it'll come on. But also it might not. Listen, I can't promise anything here. There we go. Good. $10 says this one's the same way. Oh. I'm not giving you $10, okay? Forget it. You didn't shake on it, so therefore it means nothing. See how easy this is? It makes my life really easy because I hate wiring with passion. That was extra, okay? Okay. Now we're gonna move on to routing the light wires. Who at Auxbeam decided to put 59 billion miles of wire in here? I need a foot. 2, maybe, max. Anyways, I'm just gonna run these wires down here. Pop them out the grill. Now, a lot of people would maybe route these a different way, have them come out from under here. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Are you happy now? Are you satisfied with that? Good. Here's the switch wire. I'm just going to run it across here real fast. Yes, I'll strap it down. Yeah. You might get mad at me, but I'm going to cut a little hole in his boot over here. Okay? I don't need back talk, though. Okay. It's kind of hard to see, but I got the little wire through. I want to put the switch either here or up here, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll kind of just see where I can run the wire. It's not horrifically long, so we'll just see what we can get out of it. Let me show it better. We got it in. Yep. And then I just gotta button up the wire end of there. But it's in is what's important. Okay. I got the wires all put together. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but when you have 37 acres of wires, you can't do much. This looks good. Threw a zip tie around this just to make sure it doesn't come out. Now, some might be concerned about the way these wires are run right next to the radiator, but if you can see it, they're not really touching it at all, except for the mount on the side, but I think it's fine. If I start smelling hot wires, I'll go ahead and pull over and move it, but it shouldn't cause an issue. We're going to get these lights on, and then we'll get them plugged up and go from there. Okay, I have my lights here now, so I'm going to go ahead and start throwing them on. Another 18 feet of wire we got here, so I guess I'll figure out what to do with that. So on these lights, there's a little adjustment thing right here, and then one right here. So there's going to be 4 of these little Allen's head bolts. But I'm just loosely putting them in because we're still going to have to adjust them and stuff. So I'll just get this put on, and then we'll start adjusting. Alright, so now all we gotta do is just plug them in. Hide the plugs back there. Alright. Now, in theory, this should work. So I'm going to remove these covers and go slap them on and see. Yep. They're both on. And then I'm going to turn the lights in the garage off, and I'll show you how to adjust them. Okay, so I'm not sure how well you can see this, but I'll try and show you my best. So you can see where the light is focused the most, here and here. So we're just going to try to get those pretty level and straight, and then we should be good. So my garage is pointed, it's at kind of an upwards angle. So I'm going to aim these a little bit higher than you'd think to kind of counter that. And then I'm going to tighten the adjustment down, and then once we get them adjusted, we can kind of tighten everything down. So right there looks pretty good for this light. So I'm just going to tighten it down, and then we'll tighten the bottom mount down too. Alright, so that's pretty good on this one. As for this one, I'm going to go up just a little bit. Right there is probably good. And then I'm going to go in just a little bit. And then they look pretty even, so I'm going to tighten this one down. Without turning it. This is easy. You basically just got to go by how you feel. It really depends on what you want. If you want them higher, if you want them pointing at ditches. But well, guys, there you have it. We got the lights on, got them wired up. They work, as you saw. Got them aimed just right, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, it was nice to finally put the Jeep on the channel. You guys will probably see a lot more of it. And if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be a great help to me. And until next time, we'll see you later.